Hey Pisces, it's Lisa, and here is your January 22nd to 28th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, Pisces, so let's see what's in store for you this week. So the overall message for you, Pisces, is... wow, the World. So the World is the best card in the deck. It's moving forward towards having success in every area of your life, material gains in every area of your life, health, relationships, abundance, finances. It's amazing. And then what the challenge you have moving forward with that is the Chariot, which is about moving forward. So it's just you're having a challenge actually moving forward. The Chariot is, so for some of you, it could be that things are moving forward too fast and you're just kind of feel out of control. And other people, it doesn't feel like it's moving forward. So you're unsure, like, am I moving towards the World or am I not? But ultimately, when you do push through and move forward, you're moving towards really positive outcomes. You're leaving the bad behind and you're moving forward towards really positive stuff. But it's just a challenge to do that this week. And then what they want you to focus on is growth. So the Ten of Swords is that you are done being the person you are. So it really does feel, Pisces, for you guys, that it's this like transition. A lot of people are having that this week. It's this transition from the old you and stepping into this new version. So it's kind of like a bit like post-traumatic stress, where it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not that person anymore. I'm done being that person. Some of you may be on that, where you're like, you know what? I am done. I'm done treating myself a certain way. I'm done allowing others to treat me a certain way. I'm stepping forward because I'm getting the world. And I'm worthy of having the world. Like, everything changes, your attitude and, you know, knowing you can receive it. Other people are just in that transition where it's kind of like, can I? Can't I? Oh yeah, I am not that way anymore. I can have it. So it's kind of like going back and forth. And then what you don't see coming, Pisces, will reveal in a moment. Okay, so the World. Like, amazing. And for some of you, you might start seeing the successes. Like I said, some things might be really moving forward. And other people, you're just not sure. It's like, okay, I'm moving towards it, but am I? Right? So yes, you are. The Seven of Cups with the World is really interesting. So the Seven of Cups is all about examining your hopes and dreams and making them happen, right? So it's like, looking at your bucket list of what you want to happen in your life. I've always wanted to be an author. I've always wanted to, help people or achieve certain things. I've always wanted to have a certain level of fitness. And it's like, okay, I thought it was a pipe dream up in the clouds, but I'm going to make it happen. So when you start making that happen, that's when you move towards the World and you really start achieving it. You create this ripple effect that not only moves you towards that specific goal, but towards other goals as well. So it starts to make everything move forward in your life simply by doing one thing and achieving and moving towards this one goal you have. And you can do it. And then the other clarity card is just about focusing on what your gut is telling you. What is your gut telling you you need to do? And you need to move forward towards that. You can use other people as sounding boards, but ultimately you need to know that everyone has an opinion. And sometimes when people give you advice, it can be through, jealousy. Don't do that. You don't want to do that, right? Sometimes it's through love, where they don't want to see you get hurt. And other times it's through their own fear. They're mirroring, reflecting their own fear onto your successes, right? So because they're afraid to do it, they'll think that you shouldn't do it, right? So they don't mean to kind of skew their opinion, but they just are reflecting, right? So it's ultimately you following what your gut tells you you need to do and moving towards that. It's like, if I have always felt that I needed to write a book, then that's what you need to do, right? And if you thought, oh, I need to start a YouTube channel, I'd love to have a YouTube channel talking about this subject, then that's what you need to do. Even if everybody else is going, are you sure? Are you kind of crazy? Like, why would you do that? You need to do it. The challenge you have is moving forward. It feels more like that than everything moving forward too fast, but some of you it may be that way, where things are happening really fast and you're like, oh my God, I didn't expect that to happen. But for most of you, it feels like it's not moving forward. So you're unsure if you are moving towards what it is you want or towards having the success that you want. And you are. Things are moving forward and they are moving towards positive outcomes. You just need to keep going. The moon is the same thing. The moon is that things are just not very clear. Like you want this new creative new beginning. Creativity is whatever makes you happy. And you're just not sure what the path is. You're like, I want a clear path. I want to know everything. And it's like, sometimes we're not supposed to know that because it is about the journey, right? And it's figuring it out as we go. So it's understanding you just need to take each step. It's so important that you take each step. You learn things, you meet the right people. And by taking those steps, it starts to reveal the path forward. So the more steps you take, the clearer it becomes. And right now it's just not very clear, but you just got to keep going. Wow. And then when you do that, you get the big success card. So you have the world and the big financial success. Traditionally, Pentacles, which I say all the time, and I'm sure some of you are sick of hearing me say it, but Pentacles are traditionally money, abundance, but it can also be whatever makes you secure in the material world. Love, happiness, fulfillment. This card has both in it traditionally. So it's traditionally big money. It can be earned success where you get more money flowing into your life. It can be a bonus. It can be a lottery win or an inheritance, but ultimately it leads you to contentment, happiness, and fulfillment as well as abundance. So you just got to keep going, Pisces. It's leading you somewhere. And then what you need to focus on is that you are not the same person that you were. You've grown, you've evolved, you've leveled up. Some of you may be in the process of doing that, right? Or in that transition where you're like realizing, oh yeah, I'm not the same person as I was. And other people may be at the end where you're just kind of like, yeah, I am not allowing other people to treat me a certain way. I'm not going to limit my life. I'm not going to settle. Sky's the limit. I want the world. I'm not going to even treat myself a certain way anymore. I deserve success. I'm going to have it. And other people just might be like, do I? I'm not sure, right? And one day you might be like, yeah, I do. The next day you're not. So you're just maybe transitioning, but you are leveling up. You're not the same person you were even 6 months ago. The Emperor is all your hard work is paying off. You just have to keep moving forward. For some people, it can be someone of authority that you're kind of wanting either to impress or get respect from. And it's just like, ultimately, you just have to be yourself and you just need to do the work and move towards your goals, and they will respect you and you will have the same outcome no matter whether it involves someone or not. You will have all your hard work pay off. And then it's leading you to an opportunity that comes out of the blue when you least expect it. This card always reminds me of the universe working in mysterious ways. So you're chugging along and you're looking for something, whether it's a job or an opportunity, and you're at the grocery store and someone's talking about it and you're like, oh my God, I do that, right? And then it brings in an opportunity for you. For other people, it could be, that you get an invite to a dinner party and you're like, oh, I don't really want to go, but okay. And then you meet the love of your life, right? So you just don't know. The universe works in mysterious ways. You need to not be so hyper-focused that you miss the opportunity or that you turn it down because you're like, I'm too busy. And it's like, you're not too busy for an opportunity. Take it. And then what you don't see coming, Pisces, is the Emperor. So the Emperor is, like I said before, it is all your hard work is going to pay off. It feels really like that more than someone of authority who helps you. This feels more like all your hard work, everything you're doing is going to pay off and you're moving towards really positive outcomes. The Eight of Wands is things moving forward, things shooting forward, moving forward. It can be travel, but again, it doesn't necessarily feel like that. For some of you out there, maybe travel leads you to positive outcomes. So it can be just gives you a new perspective, or it leads you, hey, like this this opportunity. I met this person when I was traveling, and it leads you to more successes, but it really does feel like things moving forward for you, which is fabulous. And then the Queen of Pentacles is not holding on to something, not thinking you need something in order to achieve your successes. So you don't need to hold on to something to achieve your successes, and you don't need more of something. You just need to create a flow, and that flow will bring you in the success you want. Very, very interesting, Pisces. Let me know how it's going. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much again for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps me. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.
When your past calls, don't answer. It's got nothing new to say.